There is a moon in our solar system with rivers, lakes, rain, weather. It should not exist, and for 40 years it has been hiding the same secret in plain sight, while we watched it happen and barely understood what we were seeing. This is Titan, Saturn's largest moon, and it is the closest thing to an alien Earth we have ever found, except everything on it can kill you in seconds. If you're fascinated by the strangest discoveries in space and science, subscribe. The story only gets stranger. Titan shouldn't have weather. It shouldn't have rivers. It shouldn't have an orange sky thick enough to hide its own surface from telescopes for 300 years, but it does. And every single one of those things is built from chemistry that should never exist this far from the sun. Look at Titan from space, and it looks almost peaceful. A hazy orange-brown ball drifting quietly around Saturn. That haze is hiding something. Underneath it is a thick nitrogen atmosphere, denser than Earth's, so dense that if you stood on Titan's surface, the air pressure would feel almost like standing at the bottom of a swimming pool. But don't get comfortable. The temperature out there sits at minus 179 degrees Celsius, cold enough to turn your blood into solid glass in moments. Your spacesuit would need to do something no spacesuit on Earth has ever had to do. Survive in liquid methane rain. Yes, rain. Titan is the only place in our entire solar system, other than Earth, with stable liquid pooling openly on its surface. But it isn't water. It's methane and ethane. The same stuff that powers your gas stove, falling from the sky as rain, filling entire lakes the size of the Great Lakes back on Earth. Why does that matter? Because rain means a cycle. Rivers carving channels into rock, lakes evaporating into clouds, clouds raining back down again, an entire weather system running endlessly on a moon over 1 billion kilometers from the sun. Earth has a water cycle. Titan has a methane cycle. And that single fact changes everything we thought we understood about where life might be hiding in the solar system. So how is any of this possible this far out? Why hasn't it all simply frozen solid and gone dead the way logic says it should? The answer is buried far beneath the surface. NASA's Cassini spacecraft spent 13 years orbiting Saturn, watching Titan with radar that could finally see through that thick orange haze. What it found should disturb you. Beneath Titan's icy crust lies an ocean. Not methane this time. Water. A vast hidden global ocean of liquid water, sealed beneath dozens of kilometers of ice, kept from freezing solid by heat, generated deep inside the moon. So picture it. A world with liquid hydrocarbons raining from orange skies onto its surface, sitting directly above a buried ocean of liquid water, both existing on the same moon at the same time. Two separate kinds of liquid world stacked on the top of each other, sealed away from us by ice and haze. If you were to somehow drill straight down through Titan's crust, you would pass through frozen water ice, harder than steel at these temperatures, then break through into total darkness, into an ocean that has likely been sealed away from sunlight for billions of years. What's down there? Nobody knows, and that uncertainty should make you uneasy, because the surface chemistry alone is already deeply strange. Scientists studying Titan's atmosphere have detected complex organic molecules forming naturally in that thick orange haze. The same basic chemical building blocks that on early Earth eventually assembled themselves into the first living cells. Titan isn't just cold and orange and strange. It may be running a chemistry experiment on itself that has been going on completely unsupervised for over 4 billion years. Some scientists believe that beneath the orange clouds, raining hydrocarbons onto a frozen landscape above a hidden ocean of liquid water, the basic ingredients for life may already be assembling. Not a water-based life like ours, something else, something built from chemistry we don't fully understand yet, because we've never seen it happen anywhere except possibly here. In 2005, the Huygens probe became the first human-made object to land on a world in the outer solar system. It touched down on Titan's surface and photographed something nobody expected: smooth rounded rocks scattered across a flat plain, exactly the way riverstones look on Earth after centuries of being tumbled by flowing liquid. Except this riverbed wasn't carved by water, it was carved by liquid methane, flowing across an alien landscape, shaping rock the same way water shapes rock here on Earth. The probe transmitted data for 90 minutes before the freezing cold finally killed it. 90 minutes was all we ever got. We have not been back since. And here's the detail that should genuinely unsettle you. Titan's methane cycle shouldn't be able to last. Sunlight slowly breaks methane apart in the upper atmosphere, and that methane should have run out completely within tens of millions of years. A blink in cosmic terms. Yet Titan still has methane raining from its skies today. Something down there is replenishing it. Something inside this moon is actively producing the very chemistry that makes its rivers, lakes, and rain possible. We don't know what. We don't know how. We only know that without it, Titan should already be a dead, dry, frozen rock. And it isn't. NASA already has a mission on the way to find out why. Dragonfly, a nuclear-powered rotorcraft, is scheduled to land on Titan in the next decade. It won't just sit in one place like Huygens did. It will fly, hopping across dozens of locations, sampling the surface chemistry directly, searching for the exact molecules that might answer the question every scientist studying Titan is too careful to ask out loud. Is something alive down there right now? Tonight, while you watch this video, somewhere over 1 billion kilometers away, methane rain is falling onto frozen orange plains, filling lakes the size of small seas, completing a cycle that has run uninterrupted for longer than complex life has existed on Earth. And somewhere beneath that landscape, sealed under kilometers of ice, an ocean of liquid water sits in total darkness, waiting for something that might already be there, or for us to finally come back and look closer. Do you think Titan's hidden ocean could support life? Or is the surface chemistry the real story here? Comment below. Ocean or surface? I want to see what this community thinks is the bigger mystery. Tomorrow on Decode Deep Space, we're heading somewhere even stranger, to a place where the laws of physics themselves seem to break down completely. That video drops tomorrow. Subscribe, hit the bell. We are just getting started.